अजीज़म हाफिज़ उमर हसनैन यूनुस अपने मखसूस अंदाज में बहुत ही खूबसूरत अंदाज के साथ बारगाह खैर अनाम में अपनी गुलामी पेश करके अल्लाह पाक हाफिज़ साहब की आवाज़ में इसी तरह सोच पैदा रखे। समय मुहतरम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अलहाज अवैस कादरी साहब पीछे वो तशरीफ ला चुके हैं और इंशाअल्लाह चंद लम्हात में वो स्टेज की ज़ीनत बन जाएंगे। इंशाअल्लाह हमने आपको ज़्यादा देर नहीं बैठाना, बस जैसे हाफिज़ साहब सिखाएंगे इंशाअल्लाह हम उसको भी सुनेंगे। उनसे पहले मेरी हर अजीज शख्सियत नौजवान बरतानिया के नौजवानों की एक मखसूस तादाद है जो कि हज़रत की शख्सियत से इंस्पायर्ड है, हज़रत की बातों को बहुत शौक और दिल लगा कर सुनते हैं। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्लाह पाक ने इनको बड़ी नेमतों से नवाजा है। इंशाअल्लाह बिना किसी ताख़ीर मैं हज़रत को जो है वो गुफ्तगू के लिए दावत देने जा रहा हूँ, मगर इनका इस्तक़बाल जो है वो हम मिलकर नारों की सोच करेंगे। नारे तकबीर, नारे रिसालत, उलमाए अहले सुन्नत। सभी मोहतरम हज़रत अल्लामा मौलाना इमाम आदिल साहब कि आप स्टेज पर तशरीफ फरमा हो और इंशाअल्लाह अपने मौइज़े हसन से हमारी आवाम को नवाजें। तमाम हज़रात थोड़े आगे तशरीफ ले आओ, काफ़ी जगह खाली है। दरमियान में भी इब्राहिम मेरे बने आगे तशरीफ लाओ, इंशाअल्लाह ज़ोर बनेगा।
Just before I begin, I request all brothers, especially those who are sat at the back and the sides, to move forward, please. If you can kindly please move forward, that would be much appreciated. Youngsters shouldn't really be sitting against the wall, certainly not at the back. ये महफिल के आदाब के खिलाफ है. The blessings of the gathering lie at the front of the gathering. And the closer you are to the front of the masjid, the more blessings and barakat you will gain. Allah Almighty give us all hidayat and give us tawfiq to do amal upon what we have heard. Alhamdulillah. الحمد لله الذي أبدع الأفلاك والأرضين والصلاة على من كان نبيا وآدم بين الماء والطين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا. آمنت بالله صدق الله مولانا العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك لمن الشاكرين والشاهدين والحمد لله رب العالمين. ببركة إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. درود شريف اللهم صل على سيدنا ونبينا وشفيعنا ومولانا محمد عبدك ورسولك وصل على المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات. Each and every one of you join in. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا سيدي يا حبيب الله. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا سيدي يا رحمة للعالمين. One more time कोई ज़बान खामोश न रहे. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا سيدي يا خاتم النبيين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. After praising Allah Almighty Jalla wa Ala, Malik Kainat, Khaliq Kull, Badi'u Samawati wal Ard, and sending infinite peace and salutations, durood and salawat upon the best of creation, light of creation, the purpose of creation. Sayyid al-Awwaleen wal-Akhirin, Imam al-Anbiya wal-Mursaleen, Sultan Medina, Noor Sina, Ahmad Mustafa wal-Mujtaba, Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallama. Most honorable and respectable elders, brothers in Islam, sisters who are watching, lovable youngsters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. इतना ढिला भी जवाब होना चाहिए ना 3 घंटे ना सफर करीता आए तो इसलिए तुसा बैठे जा सब तुसा परेशान किया हुआ खामा मेरा मीटर पे जासी ते बेहतर ये ना फिरा क्यों वैसे तबीयत इस तरीके ना थोड़ी अच्छी नहीं तो ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ मुहतरम ज़हूर तारिसा or the companions and rufaqa who hold this annual gathering, unani muhabbat hai, pyar hai, shafqat hai, that we are sat here before you. Okay. So when somebody gives salam, usna jawab diya karo. So we're going to try that again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the 14th annual Isar Thawab or Mawlid al-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam Mehfil Majlis, organized by the brothers whose names I've just mentioned, Khastor Muhtaram Zahur Tarisa. By Zahur Sahib's Walid Sahib Mashakka 3 years ago, unka intikal tha. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala unhone darajat buland karan. Say Ameen. Ameen. Allahumma aghfirhu, Allahumma arhamhu, Allahumma aj'al qabrahu rawdatan min riyadil jannah. और इसी तरीके से उन्होंने वालिदा माजिदा मगफूरा और मरहुमा उनके भी इस तरीके नाल विसाल हो गया अल्लाह उन्होंने दर्जात भी बुलंद करे और सारे जिहड़े असने वालिदैन दुनिया तो चले गए all of our parents who have left this dunya, we make dua, isal thawab for the maghfirat, that Allah Almighty raise all of their darajat. पिछले साल मौजू सी दूसरी मस्जिद Faizan Medina, the permissibility of Isar Thawab. Shayad yaad hai, jani yaad. Your silence is an approval in itself. और इस साल मौजू ये है और मेरी खुशकिस्मती सआदत की बात है that I have the sharaf and honor of sharing a stage with a renowned personality, Bulbale Medina, Madinatul Munawwara, Al-Had Muhammad Uwais Raza Qadri. This year they've asked me to speak about Hukukul Walidain. But if you sit properly, your feet are facing towards the Qibla, which is disrespectful. Jazakallah khair. Hukukul, bolo tasmina, pata lage dar gaye ho. Hukukul Walidain, yani the rights of parents, the rights of parents. And this is a very potent discussion which needs to take place, especially in the day and age that we are living in, where we hear of stories and where we find individuals, people of Iman, Muslims, who unfortunately put their parents into retirement homes. In this country, or Sunya recently in Pakistan, this trend has started as well, where children feel that it is a burden, boj hai, to take care of their parents, and that applies to those parents who have reached a certain age. Before that, we find youngsters in particular in this country who, and I speak generally here before people take it the wrong way and edit my clips and then make it viral. That we find that if our parents haven't reached an old age and we don't have this mindset of putting them into retirement homes or old people's homes, we will often, and again I generalize, find that youngsters, khastor, those youngsters who are born and bred in the West, who lack the necessary etiquettes and adab, the necessary etiquettes and adab towards their walidain. You'll find youngsters, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds, sometimes swearing at their parents. Sometimes, if they're older than that, they'll sit in a mehfil or majlis with their friends and they'll begin to do ghibat and backbite against their parents. We maybe know of people, friends, family members, who unfortunately have taken this destructive path, and is which koi khair nahi. This is a path which leads you only towards the fires of Jahannam. Haqiqatan. When you begin to disrespect your parents, when you begin to dishonor them, when you don't fulfill their rights, the hukuk of the walidain, which Allah Almighty highlights in the Quran, Nabi Akram sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, do jahan ke wali, rahmatan lil alameen, highlighted through his prophetic ahadith mubarakah. Ulama Karam have written books upon books about adab and etiquettes that we should have towards our mother and our father. When you fail to understand what Islam says about the rights of our parents and the great maqam of martaba Islam gives to our mother and our father, when you fail to understand this, then this leads to nothing less than a destructive path, and a path which leads towards the fires of Jahannam. Mark my words. And if you're going to take anything from this mukhtasar bayan, take this next jumla, this next statement that I'm going to make, as the core message that I want you to take away with you, which is that the key to our success, the key to our success lies in honoring and serving our parents. The key to our success lies in honoring and showing adab towards our mother and our father. In every shape, form or fashion. Through our words, through our actions. In every aspect of our lives, there should be nothing less than adab and respect and hurmat towards our mother and father. And because of either a lack of education or influences from the society that we live in, social media, the internet, soap operas that we watch, movies that we watch, our youngsters, again to reiterate the point and emphasize on what I'm saying, are doing something opposite to what our deen and our religion expects from us. What Islam has taught you and me, what Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told us. So the key to our success, har liyaz mein, ye na samjho ji paisa hai ji kamyab hai, ye na samjho achhi gaddi hai, acha makan hai, very big house, flashy car, and we're wearing the latest clothing, ji bas ye hai hamari kamyabi. Nahi, these are materialistic things. These are temporary things which you will leave behind. Nobody takes anything of the dunya with them. يَوْمَ لَا يَنْفَعُ مَالٌ وَلَا بَنُونَ إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. If you ever open the Quran and read the Quran, study the Quran, Quran tells you and me, that book in which there is no doubt, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. Quran tells you and me that on the day of Qiyamah, mal and daulat will not give you nafa or benefit. Money that we chase day and night, working 16, 17, 18 hours, living a dog's life, just to make ends meet. Let's take husnul zan, just to make ends meet. That mal or daulat, Allah says in the Quran, will not give you nafa or benefit. Biwi, bachche, aulad, those individuals who we day and night try to please, or kadani hush on they will not give you nafa or benefit on the day of Qiyamah. Mother will abandon her daughter, father will abandon his son on that day. On that day, on the day of Qiyamah, 50,000 sanatin, that day which will be 50,000 years long. On that day, Allah Almighty says, the only thing that will help you and me is qalbun salim, is a clean and pure heart. समझो जिसना दिल पाक और साफ है वो ही कामयाब है क्या जिसना ये जो नौजवान सामने बैठने शायद ये पटवारी पंजाबी नहीं समझने, ये इंग्लिश ही इंग्लिश है और अजीब किस्म का समझो माहौल माशरा। मस्जिद भी चाहने जी इमामी तकरीर नहीं समझ अच्छी नहीं सुनो तसी। Masjid is a nojwan jane, when youngsters go to the masjid, they say, we don't understand what the imam is saying. He's speaking a language which is foreign. But when it comes to Bollywood, Lollywood, and Hindi movies and songs, जी सारा कुछ याद आएगा। गल समझ रहे हो? वो बुजुर्ग को तू काटा ना, बुजुर्ग यानी जी इमाम इंग्लिश इच गल करना, ऐसा नहीं इंग्लिश समझनी, समझ अच्छी, ऐसा नहीं इंग्लिश समझ अच्छी, तो जिला बेनिफिट्स लेने वास्ते, तो जिला फॉर्म फिल करने पहने, वो तो सारा कुछ समझ आएगा। इस तरीके नाल बेवकूफ बनाने हो, अपने आप की इस तरफ जो ना, you're only fooling yourself। बहरहाल ये एक साइड पॉइंट सी ना, तवज्जो से सुनो, वालिदैन के हुकूक समझो, the rights of the parents। You see in our daily lives, there are two aspects. One is what we refer to as hukukullah। क्या? बोलो तसी, hukukullah, यानी the rights of Allah। समझ रहे हो ना? The rights of Allah, which Almighty, which we have to fulfill as Muslims। और इसी तरीके से the second aspect to our daily lives is hukukul ibad। क्या? Hukukul ibad, the rights of the people। And when you look at again verses of the Quran and prophetic ahadith mubarakah, you'll find that within the rights of Allah Almighty, the greatest right of Allah is that we pray 5 times a day। क्या? That we pray? बोलो तसी, पता लगना पर फिर पाबंदी है। मौलवी राजा पता नहीं आज क्या वादा लैस ना सकूं। हाँ, मौलवी अपना मथा ही है ना, मौलवी ये तो मौलवी हो तो जी। हाँ, अपने आप को भी कोई बंदा नहीं देखना। इकबाल से वो तेरे दिल तो है सनम आशीना, तुझे क्या मिलेगा नमाज में। Very quick at pointing fingers at everyone else, जी फलाना फलाना ये तो फलाना फलाना ओ। When was the last time you looked within yourself? अपने मन में डूबो, what's going on? Very quick to criticize others. जी फलाना इसरा जी फलाना उस्सा। When was the last time you got up for Fajr in the morning? When was the last time you read your Salatul Tahajjud? When was the last time you ate a luqma earned from halal? लोग गल्ला करने जी, मौलिया ने मत जी इस्लाम पर चलन नहीं होना, तो जी इस्लाम पर मत लाओ जी फलाना ये है फलाना वो है। Why? Our deen didn't come to oppress people. Our deen and the deen of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to liberate people. The one who walks upon the path of Islam, that person is liberated. That person is kamyab. So Islam tells you and me what? That within the rights of Allah Almighty, huququllah, the greatest right is what? To offer your 5 daily prayer. So ye mere kolu gal nahi. If you pick up Imam Bukhari's Al-Adab al-Mufrad, first kitab is Kitab al-Walidain. Imam Bukhari ki kitab. And the first hadith sharif that Imam Bukhari does nothing of is a sahabi who came and asked Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam the question that ayyul amali ahabbu ila Allah. Ya Rasulullah, Ya Habiballah, do jahan ke bari rahmatan lil alamin, tell me, inform me about that deed, that amal, that action which is the most beloved to Allah. The Sa'il, the questioner, is asking, do jahan ke bali, and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam replies, as-salatu ala waqtiha. That the most beloved deed to Allah Almighty, the most beloved deed to Allah Almighty is the prayer which is offered upon its time. ये सही बुखारी में ये है, the prayer that is offered on its time. So from this ulama deduce that from huququllah, the greatest right that Allah has upon you and me is that we offer our prayers upon its time. Susti na karo, ये ना समझो अल्लाह इज इन नीड ऑफ आवर सलाह. आजकल ये भी माइंडसेट है ना, that Allah is in need of our salah ma'adallah. فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ يُرَاءُونَ. Allah Almighty curses those people who read their salah in the Quran. नहीं subhanallah नहीं ना यार, ये तो असली बीमारी भी हाथ टूटने पर subhanallah, दोज़ख निकालो ये भी subhanallah. वो सोची समझी तक बोलो ना. So what have I just said? Allah curses those people who read their salah in the Quran. जुमले पर गौर करो. आपकी ज़बान चाहा that Allah sends लानत upon जिन्हें लोग नमाज पढ़ने, Allah sends लानत upon them. ये कहते गल सुनी है तुसा? बोलो तो सही. ये सूरत माऊन में है ना, अरअयतल्लज़ी युकज़्ज़िबु बिद्दीन, उसमें है ना फ़वैलुल लिलमुसल्लीन, curse be upon those who read their salah. अगर जी वजह, reason, two reasons. الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون. Allah Almighty says, curse be upon those people who read salah, that when they read their salah, they are lazy and negligent. They are ghafil in their prayer. दो परियां जी त्रै छोड़ी होड़ियां, त्रै परियां जी दो छोड़ी होड़ियां. इस तरीके से गफलत के साथ नमाज पढ़ने त्यानत तवज्जो upon what's happening on the football pitch, what's happening in the cricket. फिर जी लोग कहने की नमाज इस लज्जत नहीं इमाम साहब, I don't gain anything from the prayer. How can you when your mind is somewhere else? वो इकबाल की गल है ना, तेरे दिल तो है सनम आशिना, तुझे क्या मिलेगा नमाज में. Iqbal says, and I'll translate for those of you who don't understand what Iqbal is saying here, to you and me, that Iqbal who during his lifetime sent 10 million durood sharif upon Rasulullah. Qalandar Lahori Musawwir Pakistan Darwesh Sialkoti. He is telling you and me that tere dil to hai sanam ashina, tujhe kya milega namaz mein? That in your heart you have nothing but hatred, enmity, jealousy towards your fellow brother. You have greed, lalat, hasad, chasing and desiring the dunya. What are you going to gain from salah? What do you think Allah is muhtaj upon our salah? فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ. इस पर तवज्जो करो, गौर करो. ऐसा समझे कि दो नमाज़ पढ़ी तो ऐसा तू बड़ा कोई मुसल्ली नहीं, ऐसा तू बड़ा कोई नमाजी नहीं. बुजुर्ग माजरत के साथ जी मस्जिद में ठेकेदार बनी जाने की, ये मेरी जगह है, ये मेरी जगह है. क्यों? ये हंसने की बात नहीं, ये रोने की बात है. But we think you होगी, और ये हमारी बदकिस्मती है. उलमा इल्ला माशाअल्लाह एक आम बात हो रही है. ज़ाहिरन गल कर, बातिनन गल को नहीं होती. ज़ाहिरन जी बासी नमाज पढ़ो, अरे उस तो बाद ही गल है ना. मैं अक्सर कहना होना जी, जरा बंदा नमाज पढ़ना है वो अपने आप की नमाजी ना समझे. जरा बंदा हज पर जाना वो अपने आप की हाजी ना समझे. जरा बंदा रोजे रखना वो अपने आप की स्त्री ना साइम ना समझे. जब तक until that person does not do amal upon what is asked of him, you fulfill huququllah. But if you do not fulfill huququl ibad, then Allah Almighty is not in need of your salah. Then Allah Almighty is not in need of your fasts. If your parents are not happy with you, if your neighbors are not happy with you, ये मुस्नद अहमद बिन हम्बल शरीफ की रिवायत, हजरत अल्लामा हाफिज बिलाल साहब मौजूद है. मेरे लिए भी ये सआदत है, हौसला अफजाई. इतने पढ़े लिखे हुए अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह और बाअमल आलिम दीन. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala give them a long and healthy life and give them tawfiq to continue serving the deen. ये ना समझो इमाम साहब कोलू गल करने डराने वास्ते है. डराने की गल नहीं जी. इस तरीके ना बंदा गुफ्तगू करो जी इमाम साहब बहुत सख्त हैं जी, इमाम साहब की मिजाज बहुत सख्त है जी. कोई सख्ती नहीं जी. For too long नरमी चलनी रही है ना. इतनी नरमी जी बस बेरा पार लोग हो गया. माइंड सेट हो गया जी 10 पौंड दियो याद शरीफ बस जी जन्नती. पीर साहब ने बैठ करी गनो जी बस जी जन्नती. मिला शरीफ एक बार सहाल साल में जन्नती. उसमें कोई शक नहीं. Allah is Ghafoor, Allah is Rahim. If he wishes, he can forgive that prostitute who gave water to a dog.
If he wishes, he can forgive that person who killed 100 people. If he wishes, Allah Almighty, Jalla wa Ala, Ghafoor, Rahim, La taqnatu min rahmatillah. Lekin reality is reality. बैत करो जी के नमाजा ना पढ़ो, मिलाद शरीफ में शामिल हो तो रोजे ना रखो, और इस तरीके नाल जी अपने do what's expected of you, and वालिदैन इस तरीके नाल इंतजार करने जी बेटा मेरा अकेला कॉलेज से बोरा बिस्तरा चाहिए तो ऐसा तबलीग पर जा रही है, वालिदैन are in need and मुहताज of that individual. मेरी बात समझ रहे हो ना? कोई सख्ती नहीं है. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was not only a mubashir, but he was a nadhir as well. Pulliyan galna. Ya ayyuhan nabiyyu inna arsalnaka shahidan wa mubashiran wa nadhira. Or Muslim Ahmad bin Hanbal Sharif ki riwayat, that woman who used to offer such prayers that her whole nights was spent in sajda or in sujood and in ruku. Pura din wo roze rakhni si. Uska mafhum hai. She used to spend the nights in sujood and ruku, and during the day she used to fast. But she used to insult her neighbors. Ye gala nazar. She used to insult her neighbors. She used to swear at her neighbors. She used to criticize her neighbors. Enough was enough. Neighbors went to Bargai Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya Rasulullah, Ya Habiballah. Aurat puri raat namaz padhni hai. Pura din roza rakhni hai. Lekin she doesn't fulfill our rights. She doesn't fulfill our rights. She swears at us, she curses us, she criticizes us, she talks about us behind our back. When Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam heard this, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, there is no good in her. Her place is in the fires of Jahannam. Kaaba ne tawaf karne ji, selfies. Aur ye hasne di baat nahi. These things are what take away the essence from our ibadat. We come into the masjid straight away, Snapchat. और मेरी एक कैप्शन बड़ी मशहूर हो गई है. कैप्शन क्या होती है? The thing that you put on the picture, that road life, not thug life. Caption on your face. Do there, who are you trying to fool? Then Allah Almighty gives the second reason. فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ الَّذِينَ هُمْ. Second reason why Allah curses those people who read salah in the Quran. Allah Almighty curses them because when they read their salah, they do riyakari. When we hear the door open, we prolong our sujoods and we prolong our rukus. Agla socha ji kamara mazhab hai. Wo Data Sahib ke Ustad Imam Adil Shahzad al-Qushayri rahmatullah alayh, they mention a waqia in the Al-Risalat al-Qushayriya. Hazrat will do my islah if I am wrong. Sahib ilm can only do islah of people who are sitting on Mimbar Rasul, not any Tom, Dick or Harry, or in this case Zaid, Bakar and Khalid. Aajkal ye bhi bimari hai ji. Har keyboard warrior ka har geet hai deena tabsara karne Facebook par ji. Isra hona chahiye ji, nahi isra hona chahiye. Oh, tu kun aayi hai? Who are you to tell us how we should tell people about the deen? Only Sahib ilm can do islah of people who talk about ilm. It's like going to a doctor and saying you don't know what you're talking about. Aaj swele mere na doctor ni guftagoo hui si. And if I turn around and say to you don't know what's wrong with my father. Or I say sorry Mr. Shahzad, what qualification do you have? What qualification do you have to tell me that I'm wrong in my opinion? But when it comes to the deen, every Zaid, Bakar and Khalid will come and say, Imam Sahib, Isra nahi hona chahiye, Isra hona chahiye. This is one of the reasons why the Ummah is being made zaleem today. Because we have lost adab for our elders, our a'imma, our shuyukh. Baral, Gol Mawliya, hopefully you're reading in between the lines. Kal kya hoyi si, Waqia Imam Adil Shahzad al-Qushayri mentioned in the Al-Risalat al-Qushayri. Data Sahib ke Ustad. That a person, riyakari ki gal hoyi hai. This is upon the first part of Ayyul Amali Ahabbu Ilallah. As-salatu ala waqtiha. If you're listening carefully, you will be following the tartib. I don't just जिस तरह ये बयान करी उन्हें कोई ना कोई तरतीब होनी है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ताला. ठीक है. गाल क्या हो रही सी रियाकारी पर. फवैलुल लिल मुसल्लीन الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم. For 12 years, an individual would pray Salatul Fajr by Jama'at in the first row. How many years? Bolo tasi pichu ye baza. How many years? For 12 years. Fajr ki namaz. Sabtu samjo okhi. Difficult prayer to get for in the morning. Difficult prayer. And we need to become people of Fajr. If we want to see the Ummah progress again and we want to see the Ummah rise from the slump that is in, we need to become people of Fajr. Nabi Islam said, Allah Almighty has placed barakat for my Ummah in the time of Fajr. And we find that half of the Ummah, if not 3/4 of the Ummah, and me having Husn Zan here, 3/4 of the Ummah is asleep at the time of Fajr. Puri raat ji movies dekhne rehne, puri raat drama dekhne rehne. Fajr was then kisna fir banda jaga. Ye hasne ki baat nahi, ye rone ki baat hai. We spend millions upon our masjids and our masajids are deserted and empty. We spend millions upon the wudu khana, the infrastructure, building huge buildings. But you know that I see been up at Accrington, which is 8.5 million pound masjid. I went to the guy's house, Buzurg and Azim and Haji Javed Sahib ka naam hai. And I told him to his face, I said, oh log na ji, member make a gal, member ne picture, or hat se, or koi gal hoga. What you see is what you get. And I said to him, Haji Sahib, just as you spent 8.5 million upon this beautiful masjid, in the same way, you will have to spend 8.5 million pounds upon the education system. Upon the services that you provide for the youth. Shukar, he didn't throw me out of his house. Chata pyali si ne. 12. Galo elisi. 12 saal. Kitne saal? Andaza lai sakna banda. Asa ji 12 din padne ke baas mein hoga gal bana na. Phir aane ji aisa to badda bhi musalli ho. Hat pare ho tu kya. Ye meri jagah hai. Meri jagah hai. La hawla wa la quwwata. One day he woke up late. 12 years musalsal, day after day. First row, Salatul Fajr. One day he woke up late. And he missed the first rak'ah. And he was a masbook, a latecomer. He did wudu, walked into the masjid. And he found himself in the second row. Just before he's about to do the takbir, as he was making his niyat or intention, uska mafhum, Imam Abu Qasim al-Kushairi mentioned, uska mafhum. Just as he was about to do takbir, khayal came into his mind. That today, when people are going to do salam, they're going to look back. And they're going to say, oh, 12 saal pehle ro vich tha, actually, dusre ro vich. Because as soon as this khayal went through my mind, he goes, I did tawbah in the bargah of Allah Almighty, and I did qaza of 12 years of Salatul Fajr. Wajah kya? Niyat mein ikhlas for Islam. He goes, who am I reading for? Lo kya rasta padna ji? Lo kya ahsan? Lo kya ahsan? Those very same people that we are worried about, those same people criticize the Creator, never mind His creation. Ye gal hai na? Log Allah par ji is tariqe nal itraz karne ji, gila karne, ye gal hondi hai na? So you think people are going to give you somewhat respite? People are going to accept you? My mother always says to me, that beta, if we spend half the time that we do in pleasing the people, rather than pleasing the people, we spend that time pleasing Allah, all of your problems, our problems will be reduced. And how true is this? Lo kya ahsan ji, lo kya ahsan. Kya lo kya ahsan? Allama Sahib is going to come into my grave? Tawheed is going to come into my grave? Hassan is going to come into my grave? Hafiz Junaid is going to come into my grave? No. Meri apni kabar, inani apni kabar, inani apni kabar. Apni kabar ni tiyari karo. The greatest way we can prepare for our grave is what? As-salatu ala waqtiha. So coming back to the point, if you're still following, you're following. And if you lost me after the first statement, then chalo. Agle saal. Hukukullah, greatest right is what? That we worship Allah Almighty by way of salah. Miftahul jannati as-salah. As-salatu miftahul jannah. And the key to paradise is the prayer. बार-बार फदाइल सलाह सुनने रहने from ulama-i karam. और ये भी हमारा समझो हमारी कामयाबी इसमें है ना. Har roz panch waqt, every day we listen to the adhan. Hayya ala salah, hayya ala al-falah. Come to the prayer, come to success. And we're too busy chasing the dunya, deluded, caught up in this rat race, thinking, yeah, we've got it. We've made it. People know who I am. People fear me. People respect me. Reality is, ये सब दुनिया का मेला है. सब इस तरीके नाल बेमानी है. If people respect you or fear you, it's because they want something from you. They want something from you. And if they don't want something from you, they want to bring you down. ये वैसे सारे पाकिस्तानियों ने DNA विच है ना. अगला बंदा कामयाब है, we can't बर्दाश्त ना कर सकने जी. अगला बंदा कामयाब बर्दाश्त ना कर सकने. कोई ना कोई प्लाट पता, कोई ना कोई इस तरीके नाल प्लान बनाने रहने जी, bring that person down. बहतान, झूठ, फरेब इस तरीके नाल लोग पर हर एक ये मसाइल हैं आजकल. ये ना समझो बंदा नमाज पढ़ना वो नमाजी है. जब बंदा रोजे रखना जी वो बस इस तरीके नाल सही रास्ते पर है. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं. अय्युल अमली अहब्बु इला अल्लाह, नबी सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम said as-salatu ala waqtiha thumma ay. Then the man, the individual sahabi Rasul sallallahu alaihi wa sallam, he asked, then what ya Rasulullah? Yani after offering the prayer upon his time, which deed is the most beloved to Allah? And out of all of the deeds, though Jahan ke wali rahmatan lil alameen could have mentioned, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, birrul walidain. Subhanallah. After your salah, after the prayer upon its prescribed time, the greatest deed which is the most beloved to Allah is to be dutiful and respectful, compassionate and merciful to your parents. Yeah? To be dutiful to your parents. And this particular riwayat, like I said, the first riwayat Imam Bukhari mentions in his Al-Adab al-Mufrad, Kitab al-Walidain. This riwayat is a nachor of the Quran. Surah Al-Isra, everybody knows the verse. Allah Almighty says, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. But straight after his ibadat and his rububiyyat and ububiyyat, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala says, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, be good towards your parents. This is why then Nabi Dusri riwayat. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Tirmizi Sharif ki riwayat. Ridad Rabbi fi ridal walidi wa sakhatul Rabbi fi sakhatil walidi. Nojawano tawajjuh se suno. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, if your father fast or walid, some will translate this as parents. Uska samjho umuman. But khas tor, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, if your father is pleased with you, then know that Allah is pleased with you. Is to vadi kya gal ho sakti. وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. Everything that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, everything that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned, never came from his own desires, rather came as a direct revelation from Allah Almighty. He's telling you and me that the pleasure of your Lord, that if you want Allah to be happy with you, lies in your father being happy with you. Ask yourselves, here sat now, listening to my words, those who are watching online, how many of us can say that our father is happy with us? Dilu razi, apuni, dilu razi. But uska dusra rukh, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, sakhatul Rabbi fi sakhatil walidi. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, the displeasure of your Lord lies in the displeasure of your father. Meaning, if your father is not happy with you, Allah Almighty is not happy with you. बाहर कितने बड़े इमाम हो, पीर हो, मौलवी हो, नाथवान हो, अमामे लगे, सब कुछ है. If your father is not happy with you, Baba, Allah is not happy with you. फिर क्या रहना जी? Then where's your wealth? Where's your health? Where's your properties? Where are your houses? दूसरी रिवायत में, मशहूर रिवायत, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Sahabi came and asked that, Ya Rasulullah, Ya Habib Allah, do I have permission to go and perform jihad? Do I have permission to go and perform jihad? Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Hal laka min ummin. ये नसाई शरीफ की रिवायत से हासिता में मौजूद है. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, is your mother alive? Jihad. Or going back to the initial riwayat that I was going through, Ayyul amali ahabbu ila Allah. Tisri kya hai? Al-jihadu fi sabilillah. I'm not going to go down that route. Allama Sahib inshallah will do the tafsir upon this. Baral. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said what to this Sahabi? Bolo tasi. Sahabi came and asked for permission to go and perform jihad. But Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said what? Hal laka min ummin, is your mother alive? Today we have youngsters who say, I want to go and fight in Kashmir. I want to go and help our brothers and sisters in Sham. When I was in London, one youngster came to me with the same intentions. Imam Sahib, I want to go and fight in Palestine. Acha, Allah khair. Baitha hamari gaddi vich si. Main hun ithe khatra hi hai. You know, mean al ki nahi jaye. Imam Sahib, I want to go and perform jihad. May I tell me, my brother, when you left home and came to see me, did you kiss your mother's hands? I said, no, Imam Sahib. I said, did you take permission from your father to come and see me? Even though he just lived down the street from the masjid. I said, no, Imam. I said, my brother, you serving your parents is greater than you going and fighting in Palestine. And this is based upon this riwayat. Halaka min ummin, is your mother alive? Na'am ya Rasulullah. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sariyahu sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Un train hoigi. Sallallahu. Become people of the Rushd. Sallallahu. Naam ya Rasulullah. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Yes ya Rasulullah. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Nabi Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Falzamha. Fa innal jannata tahta rijlayha. Subhanallah. Nabi Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, go serve your mother, for indeed paradise is under the feet of a mother. This is a Allama Sahib will do my islah if I'm wrong, will give me lukma. This is a generic, not khas, under every mother's blessed qadamain feet is Jannatul Firdaus. My mother, Allama Sahib's mother, Hafiz Junaid's mother, every mother's. And when Jannat is in your own home, why do you need to go out and look for Jannat? मैं इस तरीके नाल इस मौके पर आखना और अपना ईमान ताज़ा करो, अकीदा पुख्ता करो. अरे if Jannat is under the feet of our mothers, then just for a moment imagine what is under the blessed qadamain sharifain of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. लोग झगड़े करने जी, बहस लाने जी, ये नहीं वो नहीं, इख्तियार को नहीं, ये नहीं वो नहीं.
नारे तकबीर, नारे रिसाला, या रसूल अल्लाह, या नबी, उलमाए अहले सुन्नत, जिंदाबाद. अंदाजा लाओ, Jannat is under the feet of our mothers. And ask yourselves, how many of our mothers are happy with this? And your parents don't live forever. Ask me. Your parents do not live forever. Every moment that you have with your parents, cherish that moment. That moment may never come again. And those whose parents have left this dunya, ask them. They will give everything that they have just to have a look at their mother or father's face again. And how do we honor our parents? How do we respect them? Apna muhasaba और अपना फैसला खुद करो ना. और माजरत के साथ मेरा एक मजाज ही ऐसा है ना, पवे लोग नाराज हो जान. I don't mind. Imam Hussein stood alone at Karbala. हक इज हक. आजकल जी जाहे 2 नंबर पीरा ने पीछे दोने जी, फलाने पीछे ने दोने जी, फलाना फूक मारसी, फलाना चामा बासी, फलाना तावीज लिखसी. अरे my विजदान is this, that there is no greater peer than your mother. There is no greater murshid than your walida. There is no greater hadiya, and there is no greater guide than your mother and your father. Why? Because their love is unconditional. There is no lalach in their islah. There is no lalach in their nasiha. There is no agenda behind what they are saying. आजकल पीर देखो जी, आम बात हो रही है. बाद में लोग नाराज हो जान, मारे पीर पर अटैक देती है. If the shoe fits, it fits. और अक्सर पीराने हजरात माजरत के साथ अहले सुन्नत वल जमात का बेड़ा गर्क किया जी. We are too busy producing khulafa rather than producing ulama. I often say this, लोग नाराज हो जाने जी, और मेरी परवाह को नहीं ना. 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, you're spending millions upon our buildings. But who will stand on the musalla and lead the people in the prayer? Who will sit on Mimbar Rasul and do islah of the qawm? If we do not produce ulama today, if we do not produce scholars, students of knowledge today, then tell me, what is going to be our future? What's going to become of our tomorrow? Allahu Akbar. Hosh karo. Wake up. Realize your responsibilities. Serve your parents. If you can't do anything else, serve your parents. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. You might say, Imam Sahib, jazbaat ki jumla pesh karne. Nahi. Hadith Sharif mein hai, uska mafhum Tirmizi Sharif. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, 3 types of people, their du'as are never rejected. पीरा ने पीछे दुनिया जी पीर कोई फूक मारसी पीर कोई चामा बासी पीरा विच क्या ताकत है? Nobody has more power than your mother. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said 3 types of people, their du'as are never rejected. Number 1, a musafir. Number 2, a mazloom. Number 3, a mother. Nare takbir, nare risalat, nare risalat, nare risalat, nare haidari, labbaik, labbaik, labbaik ya Rasulullah. MashaAllah, the chief guest of tonight's Mehfil Khas, Isale Thawab for the Walidain of Muhtaram Zahur Atari Sahib. Hafizahullah Ta'ala Al-Haj Muhammad Uwais Raza Qadri Sahib. Zida Sharfu, they are in our Mawjudgi and presence. That means it is now my cue to finish. It is my cue to finish. Baral, with ijazat, khulasi, is tariqe naal, jumle, asal mafhum kya tha? Apni walidaini khidmat karo. Serve your parents. Honor your parents. Be dutiful to your parents. Hujjatul Islam Abu Hamid al-Ghazali mentioned in the Bidayatul Hidayah, very simple, basic book, but very powerful in its meaning and understanding, ma'ani and mafhum. They go in terms of adabul waladi ma'al walidain. Tawajjuh se suno. You might say, Imam Sahib, theek hai, tu sab aane ho, maa pe uni adab karo, maa pe uni respect karo. Kis tarah kara? Imam Ghazali teaches us. Hujjatul Islam, mujaddid apne dor o zamane mein. They go, and yasma'a kalamahuma. First, they write that when your parents speak, listen to what they say. Often this is a problem amongst our youngsters. That our parents will be speaking to us, our qiyanat tawajjuh will be on our phones. Bera gar ko enna na. Sorry, mere alfaz sakht hain. Mother is talking to you, you are busy updating your social media account. Father is telling you to do something and you are busy playing PlayStation 4 upstairs. Yeah. Allahu Akbar. First, adab from amongst the adab that we should have for our walidain is what? Listen to what they say. और मैं इस पर आजमाया ना. My father and mother said to me, अपनी मर्जी ना ली, असनी मर्जी ना. मैं है जिस तरह तुसाना हुक्म है. आज जी उस हुक्म पर जी समझो असा हमारा बेरा पार ही है ना. हमारा बेरा पार ही. मेंबर रसूल पर भी बिला मुबारक. उन्हें हुक्म दी तेरी मर्जी नहीं हमारी मर्जी. मैं ठीक है. शादी ना मसला और कुछ ना सोचिए. शादी ना मसला. आजकल ये भी मसला है ना. वालिदैन will have अपनी सोच and children will have अपनी सोच. तो फिर समझो जी इस तरीके नाल वालिदैन की मजबूर करियो नहीं. Your parents are going to stick with you through thick and thin, but isn't it better that they are happy and they do it on their terms? Baral guftagoo bahut lambi ho jasi. Is tariqe naal Imam Ghazali mentioned وَيَقُومَ لِقِيَامِهِمَا. They go that when your mother or father walk into the room, you stand up out of adab and respect. If a big pisa walks in ji, ulad uthi pehne इस तरीके ना आलिम दीन होना ही इसलिए चाहिए. ये ना समझो मैं उन्होंने खिलाफ बोलना. होना ही इसलिए चाहिए. वो भी आदाब महफिल और मजलिस और आदाब शख्सियत है. लेकिन nobody, I told you, nobody has a greater right over you and me than our mother and father. We are who we are today because of our parents. उन्होंने दुआवां, उन्होंने सबके नाल सब कुछ किया. उन्होंने मेहनत, उन्होंने कोशिशें. बार-बार सुने रहे. Mother carried us for 9 months in her stomach, then fed us, clothed us, brought us up, did our parvish. Father worked 10, 12, 14 hours and rizq halal, put food on the table. Why?
so that our children don't have a very unfortunate life. कोई कमी ना हो जाए. उना वालिदैन नाल फिर नाफरमानी, बेअदबी, गुस्ताखी, अल्लाह अकबर, ये गवारा ही नहीं हो सकना. ये मुसलमाना किरदार नहीं. This isn't the way of the Muslims. Islam, like I mentioned at the beginning, Islam teaches you need to honor our parents. And je aapne martaba pana hai na, if you want to attain something in your life, study the Tariq of Islam. Names will stand out like shining stars on a black night. Hazrat Khwaja waise karni dekho. Bataur ishara mera time ko nahi, I don't want to be taking too much of Hazrat's time. Hazrat Khwaja waise karni dekho. Hazrat Bayazid Bustami rahmatullah alayhi dekho. Hazrat Baba Farid Masood Ganj Shakar dekho. Ala Hazrat Azim Barakat Mujaddid Deen wa Millat Maulana Shah Ahmad Riza Khan dekho. They attained their maqam wa martabas, they attained their manazil, they became who they became because of their khidmat to their walida. Bayazid Bustami rahmatullah, sirf botal. Bayazid Bustami rahmatullah, unka maqam bakna. Data sab right in the Kashf Mahjoob that Bayazid's maqam is amongst the awliya, just like Jibrail's maqam is amongst the malaik. Baqaul Junaid Baghdadi rahmatullah alayh. Data sahab likhne Hazrat Bayazid ka maqam wa martaba. और आपको खुद हजरत बायजीद बुस्तामी रहमतुल्लाह ने कहने that how did I attain this maqam wa martaba? He says I attained this maqam wa martaba because of the dua of my walida. जिस तरह सुनिया वाकया दुम्मा इस्लाह if I am wrong, अनपढ़ जाहिल बंदा, गुनहगार बदकार बंदा, लेकिन नहीं पता जो कुछ यहाँ आज is because of the duas of my mother. Whatever we are today, आजकल लोग नाम लेने जी, लोग इज्जत करने, मोहब्बत करने, is because of my mother. It's because of the efforts of my father. Who are we? What is our haysiyat and shakhsiyat? Nothing. We are who we are. अच्छा काम करो, लोग कहने जी देखो, फलाने ना बेटा है ना. जी आजकल लोग नाम लेने इज्जत के साथ, इमाम आसिम, इमाम आदिल. Why? Because of my mother and father's sacrifices. हाँ, बशरी कमजोरियां हैं, बशरी तकाजा है, लेकिन जो कुछ ही है, वालिदा खुद से पर्दा हो गए, वालिद खुद से पर्दा हो गए, हौसला अफजाई करने, दुआएं देने. So if you want to become something, Bayazid Bustami, mother called and during midnight, during the evening, in the night time. तो उस दौर विच की बोतल शोतल तो नहीं सी ना. And they wanted water. What did they want? Mother wanted water. So Bayazid Bustami rahmatullah alayhi went, traveled to get water from a well. And when he came back, he saw that his mother had gone to sleep. So he stood there all night with the piyala in his hand, cultivating. When mother woke up in the morning for Fajr, he said, Bayazid, why are you standing here? Ammi Jan, last night you called and you said you wanted water. When I came back, you fell asleep. So I thought maybe you want water again. So I stood here all night. Bayazid Bustami rahmatullah alayhi says that at that point, the dua that came out from my mother's mouth, he goes, I attained that maqam martaba because of my mother. I am who I am because of my mother. और सलासिल नक्शबंदियां देखो, हर शजरे में हम भी नक्शबंदी मुजद्ददी हैं. हर शजरे में you'll find the name of Hazrat Bayazid Bustami rahmatullah alayhi. आज दुनिया याद करनी है क्यों? They did khidmat of their walida. They served their mother. You think you have honor because you drive flashy cars. You think you have honor because what people know you. I told you our hisiyat and shakhsiyat means nothing. We are who we are because of our parents. We are who we are because of our parents. And the least we can do is serve them. The least we can do is be dutiful to them. The least we can do is be respectful for them. The least we can do is make dua maghfirat for them. Allahu Akbar. और इसी तरीके से इमाम गजाली मेंशन वला यमशिया अमामहुमा. तीसरी अदब काफी आदाब हैं, सिर्फ चंद तजल्लियात ये इजाजत हो. They mentioned, do not walk in front of your parents. Do not walk in front of your parents. Walk behind them. This is adab al-walidain. And our youngsters don't know these things. Khas taur is ma'ashre mein. Nobody teaches them. Nobody does tarbiyat of our aulad. Jo kuch TVyan par dekhne ji, jo kuch is tarike na, and they see on the Simpsons and the cartoons that we put in front of them, that is then their tarbiyat. Walidain have this responsibility to do tarbiyat of the awlad. Addibu awladakum ala thalathi khisalin. Hubbi nabiyyikum wa hubbi ahli baytihi wa tilawati al-Quran. Nurture your children in three things. Kanzul Ummal Sharif ke riwayat. Nurture and do tarbiyat of your children in 3 things very quickly. Number 1, in the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Put the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam into the hearts of your children. Make that the bunyad of everything. Number 2, the love of the Ahlul Bayt Athar. Gharana Rasul, teri nasle paak mein hai. Bachcha bachcha noor ka. Tu hai aine noor. Ajkal you ask, tera sab gharana noor ka. You ask our Naujawan today, tell me, who are the Panchtan Paak? Or main waade se kehna, when you do a survey, and I said this in front of Ulama Ikram last year on Ummah channel as well, Haq 4 Yar conference, Muhtaram al-Maqam, Izzat Mu'ad, Sayyidul Sadat, Sayyid Irfan Nashidi Sahab was sat there as well. Alhamdulillah, today we are doing conferences. Tomorrow our youngsters won't even know who the Panchtan Paak are. Why? Because we don't teach them. We don't educate them. Wade se mein kya nama? We travel up and down the country, again through the Karam Nawazi of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, through the du'as of our walidain. We travel up and down the country. Hamari kya shakhsiyat hai? But we know youngsters today will not even be able to name you and me the Panchtan Paak.
Nara Takbir, Nara Risalat, Nara Hadri.
The time has come, khulasi jumla. The time has come to wake up, to understand your responsibilities, to know what your zimmedariyah are. Walidain should know what their duties are towards their children. Children should know what their duties and their responsibilities are towards their walidain. और आखिरी बात, मौजू से हटकर नौजवानों अपनी जिंदगी और खास तौर नौजवानी जाया ना करो. Youngsters, don't waste your youth. Value your youth. Mufti Azam Hind Shahzada Yala Hazrat said what? Hazratul Islam. मेरी शेर शायरी इतनी अच्छी नहीं. They say रियाजत के यही दिन है, बुढ़ापे में कहाँ हिम्मत. रियाजत के यही दिन है, बुढ़ापे में कहाँ हिम्मत. जो कुछ करना है अभी कर लो, अभी नूरी जवान तुम. And our youngsters are wasting the youth in the clubs, pubs. इतने बैठे में उन्ना नाला गल करना. But those who are not here, our family members, our friends, we need to ask why are they not in the house of Allah. वैसे एक आम गल है ना. That we will run towards bad stuff. We will run towards those places where haram is happening. Shisha lounges and istikna, whatever else it may be. But where are our youth? Islam started and was spread through the youngsters amongst the Sahaba Ikram. Over 80% of them were youngsters. And what are our youth doing today? पूरी रात जी मूवियां देखने रहने, पूरी रात istikna, गैर महरम औरतों नाल गल करने रहने. ये है हमारा दीन. Islam is in peril. Islam is Islam nahi. Alhamdulillah, ye inna deena inda Allah Islam. Islam par nahi. Gal ye hai Muslimana par. What are we doing for this deen? सिर्फ एक प्रोटेस्ट करना और एक मार्च करना फलस्तीन मुसलमाना वास्ते, ये समझे हमारी जिम्मेदारी होगी. जब तक अपना किरदार, अखलाक, सुलूक, and you don't change your ways, إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغير ما بأنفسهم. ये है नज़र. That Allah Almighty will not change the state of a nation until those individuals begin to change themselves. And youngsters, you need to now stand up. You need to rise. And you need to be united. Forget our differences. Forget our squabbles and our petty disputes. If you are from the Ahl Sunnati wal Jamaat, you are the crown upon our heads. Deen ke liye kaam karo. Deen ke liye qurbani pesh karo. Look at Sayyidina Talha bin Ubaidillah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Baat bahut lambi ho jaisi mazat ke saath. On the plains of Uhud, Sahabi Rasul from amongst the Ashara Mubashara, he suffered over 70 wounds to his body. Do you know this? Sayyidina Talha bin Ubaidillah. Over 70 wounds to his body. 4 of his fingers became shaheed. After the battle of Uhud, the second major battle in the history of Islam, he used to walk with a limp. During Doran Tawil Waqia hai, during the battle, Doran Jang, and they fell unconscious. He was one of the 12 Sahaba who was given the honor of defending the Jismi Athar of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He fell unconscious. When he regained his consciousness, the first thing he said, Ma fa'ala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Don't tell me how I am. Don't tell me about my parents or children. Tell me, how is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? How is Rasulullah? Inhe jana, inhe mana, na rakha ghair se kaam, lillahi alhamd, dunya se Musliman ha gaye. We need to change ourselves. We need to better ourselves. 7 types of people on the day of Qiyamah will be given shade under the arsh of Allah Almighty.
When no shade will be provided except the shade that Allah provides. وَشَابٌ نَشَأَ بِعِبَادَةِ اللَّهِ. One of them 7 types of people will be that youngster who is absorbed and fana in the ibadat of Allah. Apni jawani zaya na karo, apni jawani zaya na karo. और आखिरी जुमला मौलाना जलालुद्दीन रूमी रहमतुल्लाह, और ये सब का पूरे बयान का खुलासा है. मौलाना जलालुद्दीन रूमी रहमतुल्लाह ताला अलैह, सूफी बासफा, आरिफ बिल्लाह, आशिक रसूल, they said that जिंदगी आमद बराए बंदगी, जिंदगी आमद बराए बंदगी, जिंदगी बेबंदगी शर्मिंदगी. ये सब खुलासा है. Because the key word here is devotion. Devotion to your parents, devotion to your family, devotion to your maslak, devotion to our Rasul, devotion to everything connected to the deen. Maulana Rumi said what? That zindagi आमद बराए बंदगी. जो आपने जिंदगी पानी है ना, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, ये जिंदगी जाया ना करो. Life is only a life when you are devoted to Allah and His Rasul. Life is only a life when you are devoted, when you have sincerity towards Allah and His Rasul. And that life which is not devoted to Allah and His Rasul, apne zaat ke liye, apne mafaid ke liye, the life which is not devoted towards Allah and His Rasul, Maulana Rumi said, this life is full of disgrace. This life is full of Baral. जो कुछ बयान हो गया, अल्लाह तबारक व तआला कबूल करे. माज़रत के साथ 5-10 मिनट ज़्यादा हो गए. अल्लाह तबारक व तआला bless each and every one of you, in particular Al-Haj Muhammad Uwais Raza Qadri Sahab, Azida Sharfuhu. Allah Almighty has blessed them with a beautiful voice and this passion and jazba and commitment to praise the best of creation, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I've had, like I said at the beginning, the sa'adat and sharaf of doing a few programs with them and sat in their sohbat and their company in private as well. मैं बाना ना लोग गल्ला ही करने रहे, लोग खुदा पर भी नहीं खुश तो मखलूक पर किस तरह खुश हो सकते हैं. वो हजरत ख्वाजा हसन अल बसरी का कौल है ना, and that somebody came to him, गल्ला नमी हो, somebody came to him and said, जी the Lord criticizes, give us some sort of nasiha. Lord criticize करने, लोग इस तरीके ना नुक्ताचीनी करने. देखो बेटा, you're talking about people, लोग तो खुदा की भी नहीं बख्शे. People don't, इस तरह ही होना ना, oh जी very Christmas, oh जी ये, they said people don't stop criticizing the Creator, never mind the creation. But bila mubalaga, what you see in public is what you see in private. From head to toe, Ashik Rasul, or somebody who puts that love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam into your heart through his beautiful voice. They could have used it in many different ways. But Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has given them this karam nawazi, that you praise Lajpal Nabi Kareem Rasul, and by you praising the best of creation, people will come more towards Rasulullah, not towards them, towards Rasulullah. क्यों? गल सारी सरकार दी है ना, गल सारी सारे बोलो, गल सारी पिछू भी होगा, गल सारी वमा अलैना इल्लल बलाग.